hope you're doing well today. I hope you have a purpose, a vision, and a goal. And I hope that as you go through the day, you're working towards that goal and you find nothing but success and happiness in your pursuit of that goal. I want to talk about the concept of freedom. And I'm driving down right now. I'm going to Ottawa. And I decided to drive down this time, right? I've gone down this trip before and I've paid for the bus or whatever, and it's convenient to have that option. But there's a feeling that feels good about being able to determine on my own timeline what I do and when I do it, right? And maybe this is a bit more like esoteric and deep than it has to be, but as I'm driving down now, I just stopped in Peterborough on my way to Ottawa. And it was when I decided to do it. The roads are pretty okay right now, so I'm not worried about traffic or anything. But it is nice to be in control of my trip. It is nice to be in control of my trip. I don't feel like the convenience is always worth the cost. In real life, you get to make the two choices. You can pick what's convenient, but overall in the long term, it'll cost you more than you realize. If you do what's comfortable and what's easy, you're gonna look back and be like, well, I didn't get to experience what it was like for me to make the more difficult decision. And if you only have one life and you can only live it once, you might as well do your best and living it in a way that you're proud of, in a way that makes you feel accomplished. I remember when I first took a trip down, right? It's about a 5-hour trip. I took it and I went on the big coach buses. Here we call it the mega bus. And oh man, there was no internet. There was no internet. I couldn't charge my phone. We were cramped up in these seats next to these strangers who are taking up way too much space, and they have their bags and people are fighting over seats. Oh man, look at me complaining. I'm not trying to complain. I literally just made a video talking about being positive, so I'm not here complaining. But I'm letting you know the circumstances that I was in. And being in those circumstances and comparing it to now, where I have the freedom to choose what I want to do, it does feel good. It feels way better to have that kind of autonomy over myself. When you take the easy route of always eating unhealthy or always taking the shortcuts in your nutrition, it catches up to you in a way where you're like, oh, what happened? You know what I mean? Now you feel slow and heavy on the inside. You may look fine on the outside, but it's usually not worth making that sacrifice. If I want to right now, I can change lanes. Watch. Boom, I'm gonna change lanes right now. No one beside me. Change lanes. And if I wanna do it again, I'll do it again, right? Oh no, I gotta change back. If you do not have a concrete goal with your life, if you feel like you're purposeless, if you feel like you're just going about the mundane, a good goal that I recommend for you is the pursuit of freedom. Do you need to be rich to be free? No. But you do need income. You need a consistent income doing something that you're proud of or you enjoy. And I think trying to achieve something like that in and of itself will motivate you a lot of the times to get on your purpose, figure out your talents, and build from there. I encourage a lot of people to take a chance with entrepreneurship. It can be a service-based business. It can be an online business, right? I'm kind of on the fence with the whole YouTube as a business thing. I don't think that it's necessarily a business. I think you can scale it into a business. You can make it a business. But it is definitely transformative. It teaches you a lot about different values and character traits that you need to kind of navigate through life. Your contribution to society is going to be your ticket to freedom. The more that you contribute, the harder you are to replace, and the more valuable your offer is, the more likely you are to become free in this life. So if you can make freedom a genuine desire for yourself and you work towards it actively, you'll find that life just changes. It becomes something that you look forward to, and it gives you a sense of direction and a sense of accomplishment when you see things moving ahead. When you leave a comment saying oh, thanks for this video, or whatever. Like, I read all the comments. I answer all my comments, right? All 2 of them, both of them. I'll answer all of them. When you guys leave that kind of positivity, I really do hope it inspires you to go after it. If you've fallen off of any kind of goals that you had, or you wanted to achieve something but you stopped like working towards it, I really do encourage you to try to get back into it. Anyways, watch this video, subscribe, and I'll catch you tomorrow.